Hello all. In this video we will see the inbuilt sensors of ESP32. First is the touch sensor. There are about 10 sensors T0 to T9 which are multiplexed with other pins on ESP32. The T1 sensor is not available for user and it is mapped to GPIO 0. The other sensors are available T0 to T9 except T1. We will be using T0 in this example, which is mapped to GPIO 4. Connect the ESP32 to your PC. We'll be using one male-to-male jumper wire as a touch sensor. Open the Arduino IDE and under Tools, select the board as ESP32 dev module. Upload speed, CPU, frequency, flash frequency and others to default, and select the correct COM port allotted to ESP32. Now under File, Examples, ESP32 Touch, you see two sketches for the touch sensor. One is touch read and the other one is touch interrupt. Select the touch read, which is a simple touch test. Here under Setup, we open the serial monitor at 115200 baud, and under Loop we just read the T0 touch sensor using touch read function. Touch read is an inbuilt function in ESP32. Just upload the code. While uploading the code, you have to press and hold the boot button. While compiling is over, you have to press and hold the boot button for the code to be uploaded. Now open the serial monitor. You can see the random values. When you touch the sensor, that is the male-to-male jumper wire, the value drops below 10. Normally it is above 30 or 40, and when you touch the sensor, it drops below 10. Now let us connect an LED at GPIO 15 and then test the sensor. The GPIO 15 is the third pin from the right bottom, and the touch sensor T0 is at the fifth pin, GPIO 4. Now in the code, let us define the LED pin as 15, and then using pin mode we declare this pin as output, and under loop we just set the threshold. So when the touch read value is below 20, we'll make that LED on, and when it is above 20, we'll make that as off. Now upload the code. You have to press and hold the boot button while uploading the code. This is the general practice in ESP32. Once the code is uploaded, you touch the sensor at GPIO 4, that is T0. We are using a male-to-male jumper wire as a sensor. We are using the T0 touch sensor at GPIO 4, and an LED is connected at GPIO 15. That is the long lead of LED goes to GPIO 15 and the other end goes to ground through a resistor. When you touch the sensor T0, the LED is on, and when you release, the LED goes off. This is the touch sensor, inbuilt touch sensor of ESP32. The next sensor is Hall sensor. This is also an inbuilt sensor of ESP32 which detects the magnetic field. When a magnet is brought near the ESP32, it produces a value. We'll be using a neodymium button magnet to test the hall sensor of ESP32. There is also two separate pins VP and VN, where you can connect an external hall sensor and use the ADC of ESP32. In this example, we'll be using the inbuilt sensor. Now open examples, and under ESP32, open the hall sensor example, hall sensor code. In this code, we use a variable and declare it as an integer to store the value of hall sensor, and under a loop we just read the sensor using hall read function and assign it to the variable. If you want to know more about this hall read function, you can Google for ESP32 hall adc.h and you can see the source code. Now click on upload and hold the boot button while compiling is over. Once the code is uploaded, open the serial monitor and ensure that the baud rate is set as 9600, otherwise you will not see any values. Set the serial monitor baud rate at 9600 and you can see the random values now. Now bring the magnet near the ESP32. The value changes. The value changes according to the power of the magnet. When you reverse the pole of the magnet, you can see negative values. So according to the power of the magnet, you can see the values. Now let us use a bunch of magnet so that it has got more power. Now bring the magnet near the ESP32. You can see the value increasing manifold. If you reverse the magnet, that is if you reverse the pole, you can see the negative values. So this is the hall sensor which detects the magnetic field. This is the inbuilt sensor of ESP32. There is also a serial plotter where you can see the serial plot. Instead of serial monitor, you can use the serial monitor. Now under tools, open the serial monitor. Before that, you have to close the serial monitor, and then under tools, open the serial plotter. You can see this graph value according to the magnetic field strength. You can see the serial plot. The third sensor is temperature sensor, but it seems it is not yet implemented in ESP32. Thank you for watching.